So
Whoa.
there's a 40% chance that I end up like that man on the screen, trapped in my own body, being controlled by some freak in a sloth costume.
Yes.
SCP-2774 is called the Slow Burn Sloth. It's a humanoid that has a sloth costume that apparently has some cognitive dulling effects on people that observe it. It's kind of strange. I didn't read too deep into it, but it just seems like it manifests in different ways through media or whatever, and if people are exposed to it after a little while, they start kind of like losing some cognitive function. I don't know the whole story behind it, but we're gonna find out a little bit today about it with SCP Animated Tales from the Foundation. Make sure to head on over to their channel, guys. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and if you like reaction videos, make sure to subscribe to this channel as well. Let's get into the reaction. Oh, hello? The sloth! On live TV, okay? Look kind of small, huh? We've seen his character before. And hers, I believe. I love the reoccurring characters in these
Lawrence?
episodes.
I didn't know you were MTF now.
Oh, hey, Dr. Collingwood. Yeah, I transferred. An incident with SCP-106 left me colorblind. So this duty patrol seemed like a good fit.
Did you run point in the recovery team?
Yeah, it's been a little over 72 hours since exposure. So far, she still seems all there.
Then maybe she'll be one of the lucky ones. It was a nice catch by your unit to shut down the feed so quickly.
Thank you. Though I'm still not sure how the footage was able to get by our informant. It's possible he himself has been compromised.
So he's an MTF agent. That's the agents that are supposed to be specially trained to handle stuff that isn't the run-of-the-mill norm for regular field agents to take care of. The MTF agents were the people that assaulted the pumpkin patch in the Halloween SCP that we reacted to a little while back. Or I should say, got assaulted in the pumpkin patch. Lawrence has been around for a little while, but although he does look older than he has in the previous films, he was in with the Tickle Monster, just kind of cutting up with old girl, you know, and talking about it. And she was the one that was in charge of the Tickle Monster, if I'm not mistaken, SCP-999. Let's see what's going on here.
He disappeared shortly before the incident.
Well, continue the search. Unfortunately, until we can track down the source of this thing, exposure to SCP-2774 is bound to happen.
Right.
Keep up the good work.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
My apologies for running late.
Oh, it's perfectly fine, Dr. Collingwood. Subject 1273 just regained consciousness a few minutes ago.
Yes, and no one has answered any of my questions yet.
She's
Where
so
am
upset.
I? Am I under arrest? I want to speak to my attorney and— Ms. Neal, you are not under arrest. You have been escorted to a remote government location in order to receive treatment for a mimetic trigger you have recently been exposed to. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Please, just listen to what Dr. Collingwood is saying and try to remain calm.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. About 3 days ago, you witnessed a local television program, a news segment titled West Kentucky Sports. Yeah, my son is one of the hosts. Every Tuesday night, they cover highlights for all the weekend's high school football and basketball games in our area.
Did you happen to see anything peculiar during that particular airing?
No. I don't think so.
She doesn't
You
realize.
didn't happen to witness a strange entity resembling a man in a sloth suit? Wait. Yeah, I did.
It's funny sometimes when you're looking at something, you don't really realize that there's something else. You know, there's a lot of memes on the internet right now with a really, really attractive woman or a good looking guy that's half naked or whatever, and they have something in the background, or they'll ask a question like, you know, what color was her handbag? And everybody's like, you know, because that's not what you focused on when you see an image like that at first. So she probably wasn't even realizing that, but maybe her subconscious kind of picked it up now. Also, she sounds like, I think it was Tammy Tammy and Cletus that were on the boat in the Bananazilla SCP episode. She sounds like a good old country girl. Hey, y'all.
I thought it was some kind of mascot or something, but it was standing in the background, barely even visible. What does that have to do with me? Around here, we refer to that creature as SCP-2774. It appears seemingly at random in most forms of non-live media.
And about 40% of the people who witness SCP-2774 become entranced by it. Those affected will eventually begin to lose the ability to use cognitive functions or make higher level decisions.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Is this some kind of sick joke? What are you guys even talking about?
Right.
Miss Neal, we're here to help you. I promise. The odds are that you won't even be affected at all.
So far, we have been unable to retrieve any medical history for you. It's a long shot, but do you happen to know if you suffer from deuteranopia or any other forms of colorblindness? I'm not colorblind, but why does that matter?
Images of SCP-2774 only retain their anomalous properties if it contains hues of red or green.
You said I'll lose all higher functions if I am affected? What exactly does that mean? Show her the tape.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Before we play this, just remember, you will receive nothing but the absolute best medical treatment possible here at this facility. Okay, go ahead, Matt.
VCR.
Hello, David. If you help answer a few questions, we can come closer to fixing you. Are you ready?
I don't know. Just hurry.
Since we have limited time, could you tell us what exactly you experience when you're not in control?
Yeah, well, I guess it's like this. It's like you're being driven around. You're in the passenger seat, right? Except your arms and your legs are strapped down so that you can't move. You can't feel anything in your body either. You can't hold a thought for more than 5 seconds. It's hell.
Are you all right? We can continue tomorrow if you like.
It's fine. I just want to be able to control myself for a bit before I lose it.
Wow.
When you're stuck in there, in your own head, you just want to scream, but you can't.
It kind of reminds me of the way sleep paralysis is described and kind of what you feel. It's almost like you're able to perceive things, feel them, even see them or sense them, and you can't do anything about it. Like, you can't physically move. It really is. If it's anything like sleep paralysis, it's horrible to experience.
You could try for hours and hours, move an arm, a leg, make a sound. It won't happen. You can't even control when you breathe.
Weird.
And then the hallucinations. The sloth. It's watching us. I can't face it again. I just can't.
Gosh.
If you want to help us, please, just kill us. It's the only way to stop it.
Wow.
Just don't point anymore.
Okay, I believe that's enough.
Asking for him to kill
Okay,
me?
so
Whoa.
there's a 40% chance that I end up like that man on the screen, trapped in my own body, being controlled by some freak in a sloth costume.
Yes. I'm sorry, Miss Neal, but we didn't show you that tape to scare you. We did it so you can make an informed decision.
What decision? This location has housed every subject that has witnessed SCP-2774 since its discovery. At one point, they were allowed to participate in daily 2-hour social interactions and had free time for breakfast, lunch, courtyard, and dinner.
Okay.
But after a series of violent outbursts, the Foundation is now forcing all subjects to remain in Elucid-level humanoid containment cells at all times.
Wow.
I'm still not understanding the decision I have to make. In their brief moments of lucidity, subjects affected by SCP-2774 are erratic, emotional, and highly agitated.
Okay.
They're dangerous.
Yeah.
So following the recorded interview log, the higher-ups in charge drafted Protocol XXJ9 in an effort to help contain SCP-2774. We pruned the population of this site from approximately 6,000 subjects down to 200 in under a month.
Wow.
Termination was carried out by lethal injection.
Holy crap!
Oh my god, are you going to kill me?
No. Not unless you want us to.
What are you talking about?
Normally, task forces in charge of controlling SCP-2774 off-site have been instructed to terminate anyone exposed instead of transporting them here.
Dang!
But you are a special case. We rarely get to a subject before they start to experience effects.
So here's where your choice comes in. Your transformation could be complete any time in the next 24 hours or so. If you are part of the 40% that fall victim to the Sloth, you'll be trapped in his control forever. Once a day, you might get a minute or two of full consciousness, but otherwise experience the same fate as David here on the tape.
Holy crap! Knowing that you're going to be basically a puppet if this thing actually takes effect on you. And it's a 40% chance. That's a big percentage to lose your entire grasp of sanity. Holy.
So, if you prefer, we can give you the lethal injection now. And before you ask, no, you won't be able to say goodbye to your kids.
Dang.
No one will know where you disappear to. To those outside the facility, you will have essentially vanished into thin air.
Oh my god.
But you won't have to deal with the torture of SCP-2774.
We're not here to tell you to choose one or the other. If you don't take the injection, it's very possible you may end up completely unaffected.
What happens in that case?
We administer you an amnestic so you forget everything that happened over the last week.
Yay!
You'll feel groggy and disoriented for a while, but you will get dropped back into your home and will otherwise go back to your life as normal.
Perfect.
But know what you are risking. Every second you don't take the injection, you chance spending the rest of your life as a slave to the Sloth.
The decision is up to you.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't even know how to respond to all this. I just...
Whoop! Too late. She slothed. Oh! God dang! She didn't even have time to make the decision. The sloth got her. Oh my god. A fate worse than death. And something so creepy too. You know, making a decision. How do you make a decision like that? Is there a way that you could say, if I flip out, just do it? I don't want to be controlled, you know? Make sure I'm flipping out. But yeah, if I am flipping out, if I can't make cognitive decisions or whatever, yeah, just finish me. Holy cow, man. That's rough. That's a bad one, man. Oh my god. And these poor doctors are just like, listen, it could happen, you know, and we'll take care of it if you want us to. SCP animated, guys. This is a great animation and a cool, very cool SCP too. Make sure to check them out in the description and right here, guys, as well as a couple other SCP animations that I reacted to here. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.